Hi, welcome to ASP.NET Virtual Lab. So in this video we'll see how to select or record and display the details of the record in labels from the grid view. So again we'll have a demo of this. So in the first part we saw how to add a grid view and the columns and add the select, delete and edit button. So we'll proceed in this video. So this is the page for displaying the records. So when you click on the select button, the records are displayed below the grid view. So let's see how to do this. So for this before going to this, we'll see how to view the records in the grid view in a page format. So we can show how many records we want to display in the grid view. So this can be done again from the properties window. So in the properties window you can specify the page size, that is how many records you want to display in the grid view, and set the allow paging property to true. So this allows you to view the records in page wise format. So you'll see the numbers appearing here, the index, page index. So you can, by clicking on the page index, so as shown in this screen, by clicking on the page index you can view the further records that are in the table. So to do this we need to set these properties, allow paging and page size. Page size will show the number of records that you want to show in the grid view at a time. So on the select index change event of the grid view, so this is the selected index change of the grid view. The selected index change of the grid view, we are selecting the value, we are selecting the row for which we are on selecting the records for which we are clicking on the row. So to do this we also need to set the data key name. So data key name is the value or is the field name that is the primary key in your table. So we need to specify the data key names, that is the serial name. So the use of data key is when you click on the select button, so that particular row is recognized with the help of the data key, and the data key name is the column that is the primary key in your table. So in this case it is the serial number. So we specify the data key name also here. On the selected index change event of the grid view, so this is what we are doing. So I am storing the selected value in the str selection. This is the string variable, and fire the query select star from the table name where serial number is the parameter. So the parameter that I choose is the str selection, that is what I get from the selected value property of the grid view. So execute the reader and display the values in the labels accordingly. So this is the output that we get on the click event of select button. So this is the selected index change event. Now to change the pages, when we click on the page index, to do this, so we use the event page index. So this can be found from the class name and the method name that you see on the top of the code window. So here you need to select the control, that is grid view jobs, and the method that you want to execute. So the method that which you use is page index changing. So whenever you change the page, we are executing, or the event that triggered is page index changing. So in this we do again the same thing. So grid view dot page index, so e dot new page index. So e is the event that gets triggered when we click on the index. So and we are using the property as new page index, and again we are binding to the database. Now the binding part is done at the page load event. So whenever the page is getting loaded for the first time, and if it is not post backed, that is if it is loading the page for the first time, then it will call the function bind grid. So in bind grid function, I am selecting all the records and displaying it in the grid view. So this is what we see at the page load. So at the page load event, we can see all the records getting inserted or displayed into the grid view. So fire the command. So here in this case, I'm using the SQL data adapter and the table. So we execute the command and fill the data adapter and assign the data adapter as the data source to the grid view and data bind. So this we are doing in the selected index change event. So finally we bind the grid view with the records in the table. So this is how we select records from the table and display it in the web page. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. In the next video, we'll see the deleting part, how to delete a record from the grid view. Thank you.